All right, so we're back with another review today. We're going to be looking at the Mezco Doctor Doom. I've done a lot of Mezco reviews in my YouTube career here. None as big as the Snyder Cut 3-pack, but that's okay. So, like I said, today is going to be Doctor Doom. This is the one tray that has most of the accessories in it. But we're going to be focusing on the main body for this today. So let's pop this bad boy open. If it wants to open, I just don't want to launch everything everywhere. Oh, that went well. Anyway. Here's Lord Doom. Damn, he's heavy. Here's Lord Doom in all his glory. Like, I know he's got some die-cast parts in him, but he is way heavier than I expected. Like, his arms are heavy, bro. God damn. Like, he feels like real metal. What else is die-cast? Is it his arms? Because, like, he's cold, too. Like, definitely his legs. Fucking... Uh-oh. Almost revealed that little secret there. Well, I might as well take it off. So, here we go. We're going to pop his head back on. His head feels like metal, too. This is sick. I haven't, like, messed around with a Mezco in a while, but this one's really cool. Although, I don't know if you noticed, but this face doesn't really have much of a scar to it. So, I don't know if there's another head in here that has that or not. I don't remember. So, I know I'm, like I said, tardy to the party, but I'm still excited. This looks awesome. And I got my accent lighting on today. So let's just dive into it, I guess. So one of the accessories that popped out was this belt piece here. I believe it's just an additional belt for him that you could use. Also comes with this like holster. I believe you loop it through or you clip it on. Not really sure. It looks like, well, it has a closed loop there. So, let me figure this out real quick. So I'm just stupid. I was fooled. So if you look at it, it does open up. So you would just clip that onto this one here. Like that. Or you could probably just clip it onto this one, which is what I'm going to do here. Okay, so I just swapped off the belts off camera. There's just a little pop, and then you can switch them out. So this is a little loose, but it does look cool. Makes him look like a gunslinger. I know Doom kind of just stopped using his gun after a while because he didn't really need it anymore. His technology had progressed, his magic had progressed. But we're gonna put it in there anyway. So let's just go ahead and do that. Please excuse my dog if you can hear her. She likes to bark at every little living and non-living thing outside the window. That looks good. Sorry about that. I was messing with my lighting. So let's just look at Doom as a figure. So he has this like suede felt. Oh, I have to sneeze. Oh, sorry about that. Anyway, so he has like this like suede felt type fabric here. He's got his tunic, which is all one piece. His cape is attached by these little chain thingies, which he's always had, but they're magnetic, so they're sticking to his body. Like I said, they stick to the body. So with the body being mostly die cast, magnetic parts are going to be your friend here. So let's just take off his tunic just to see. So it's just his cape actually. His hood is attached to his tunic here, as you can see. He also has these two plates back here. I think that's for his jetpack, if I remember correctly. I'm gonna leave those in for now, but let's put his hood down. He just looks menacing. Like if you ever saw Doctor Doom coming at you and he was dressed like this, like cape off, hood down, I would run for my life. I did sell my Mezco Fantastic Four, but Doom is such a like universal villain in, and sometimes literally, but in the Marvel universe, that I decided to keep him instead. So let's just swap out some of his faceplates. Let's go over just his different accessories and whatnot. So this is a more futuristic one. Kind of reminds me of the one that he has in the 2003, I believe it was, but the first live action Fantastic Four movie. So let's pop that on. That looks good too. Let's put the hood on for the effect. Okay, or it could just fall right off. That's fine. There we go. I feel like that's better now. All right, hood on. Push it down. Get that shape. That was cool. All right, let's pop this off again. This is his like angry yelling mask that he had for a while. Reminds me of the one from what's it called? Oh, I just had it in my head. Superhero Squad. Like when he's always yelling at everyone. That's cool. I like that. I might paint or do like a black wash or something in the mouth to bring out those details a little bit more. But other than that, looks pretty sick. So let's leave that one on for now. He has one more unmasked head. I'm guessing this is his scarred one. Yeah, I can see it through the plastic. Yeah, this is his scarred face. Which is not even that bad. I don't know. I know there's different stories of it in the comics and whatnot, but like, if this is all he had going on, I don't know why he decided to cover his face and everything. I know that in like the end of Secret Wars or whatever, that his face wasn't even that scarred, and he just thought it was worse than it was because he's such a vain guy. And he still hates Reed for like destroying his face and stuff, but it's not that deep, bro. Literally. All right, so let's put the original one back on. And hold on one second. Sorry. And then let's put that back on. Oh, it's a little crooked now, but there we go. That's cool. Let's bring my light down a little bit. All right. So let's continue on with the accessories for Doom before I get into the articulation and everything. just because he's got so much stuff. So this is another pouch to go on his belt, probably like on one of the sides or the back. This is a like chopping or flight hand. He's got these two open hands here, no pegs or anything on them. These two like grabbing like action hands. Two other open action hands, thruster hands. He has these two. Where are we at right here? He has these two like almost Spider-Man hands. Let's rock hands. I know they're supposed to be magic, but and then he has these two item holding hands right here. And then these last two hands are trigger hands. Well, this one's actually a pointing hand. And this one is a trigger hand. So, for his gun. So, I'll put that back in the box. He also has this book of spells. Could be the Darkhold if you want to think of it that way. How does this open? Because I know it's got to open. Do I just pull it? Because it has a latch here. The one time I don't read the instructions, well, that's not true. I don't read instructions ever, but a little bookmark. This has to open. I know it does. Oh, there we go. I just had to kind of like push it open. Oh, I didn't even do that on camera. Anyway. Magic book with some crazy text on it, but so this will take some breaking in. And then let's put this through this page here. We'll launch it back up. Very cool. What else we got over here? We have, this is like a magic piece holder. So you just put it on his wrist. Has a little ball joint here. This is on a hinge. It's like a stand. So you can put the magic effects on. And then he also has these two thrusters, which I think are for his jetpack, but I'm going to see if they fit on his feet as well. And they do. So you can have them be boot thrusters. And then when we get to his jetpack, I'll see if he has them, if they fit on there as well. So let me pose them up real quick just so you can kind of see how these boot thrusters look. Oh, well, his belt popped off. Hold on a second. So you kind of do like an evasive, maneuver where he's like jetting out of the way. Looks cool. This is such a cool figure. I know I'm not good at these reviews, mainly because I just get lost in the sauce and I start playing with the figure, and then I forget that I'm like on camera or that I have to be in focus or in frame, and I get kind of frustrated with myself. So I can only imagine how annoying it is for everyone else. But anyway, so let's look at a couple of his other accessories that he comes with. Pardon me, sir. I'll put you over there. So, let's see if I can get everything on camera. So this is his jetpack here. I'll open it up in a little bit. Okay, no, never mind. So his jetpack is right here, and they are not big enough for the thrusters. Oh, he has other thrusters down here. So those will fit in there. So you can use that for that. He has his wrist communicator here. These are batteries for this thing, which I don't remember what this is. This is like a classic Doom thing, but I'm not really sure. And then down here we have some electrical and magic effects. He's got his Palpatine hands down here. And then I said, let me flip it around so you can see. So he has a magic symbol similar to like Doctor Strange and Dr. Fate. Over here, he's got a couple blast effects. So this one's kind of like a finger blast, which is what that pointing finger was for. This one, I believe, will attach to something else. I really don't know. But another small little blast effect here, and these are like thruster effects here. So let's go ahead, bring him back over here, bring my camera back down here. All right, and then now let's get into this figure's abilities here. So, like I said, fabric is suede. It's nice, feels good, allows decent articulation. It doesn't really hinder anything, just because it's so thin. I kind of would like to see what his armor looks like underneath, because you can kind of get little pieces here and there. It looks cool. I'm sure it looks like the God Emperor Doom Marvel Legend and subsequent look in the comics. Let's actually see if I can get it up a little bit. I just want to see how the articulation works. One second. I'll just do this off camera. Okay. So I am not going to take this whole thing off, mainly because I'd have to damage the tunic, and I don't want to do that. So taking off these back plates, this is where you would peg in the jetpack here and here. I'd have to somehow rip this around it or cut around it or something to get it off. Not going to do that. Also, his armholes kind of make it a little too tight in here to take it off. And then his big ass head doesn't help either, so let's take that off. Yeah, and it's really just these things that are keeping it in place here. It's not glued. Well, yeah, it might be actually. So it's glued in like this area, I think, along his back. But if I wanted to and needed it for like customs or something like that, I would or could take it off, but I'm not going to. That just is doing too much for me. So I'm going to put his other smaller belt on, or back on, I should say. Just because it looks a little bit simpler, a little bit cleaner. It's not dangling around like the other one with his gun on it. Let's get this in place here. So I just also kind of wanted to see how his articulation was set up underneath his tunic, but let's do that the hard way, I guess. So let's pop his head back on. Ouch, pinched my finger in it. All right, so let's start with his head. So with his mask on, he can look down that much. He can look up that much. So flight poses are going to be limited as long as you're only doing the head. Obviously, you can use his diaphragm joint a little bit. Never mind, not as much as I thought. So he goes forward this much, back hardly, not at all. So I don't know what we're going to do for flight poses if we were to do it like this. Maybe you could trick the camera, because you can't really see his eyes. Like, it's not coming up on camera, but like maybe we can slide the mask up like this, since it's kind of magnetic. Something like that, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, so let's pop his mask back on in place. He does have some twist here, not much. He doesn't lean very far one way or the other either, so that's disappointing. His legs kick out this much. So you get that about that much crunch. Going back, again, not very much. I'm guessing it's because of his buns of steel back here. Thigh swivel, I guess we're going down. So thigh swivel is decent, a little tight, which is not bad. You don't want it to be too loose. Double jointed knees, but not very much range. And then decent ankle pivot, better than some other Mezcos. Goes forward that much, back about that much. So again, not very much for flight poses. That's a little disappointing. But Mezcos aren't known to be the most exactly, what's the word? Articulated. I don't know why I was blanking on that. It's embarrassing. But they're just supposed to look good on the shelf. They're supposed to be adult collector's items. Their accessories are usually where it's at. So continuing with the arms now, he can go up that much. This is as far as you're going to get as far as like T-poses. He does have a 360 bicep swivel. He has double jointed elbows, but basically single jointed range. Slightly more than right angle here. Ball joint here with a hinge. So you can go left, right, or you can turn it and then it would go up and down. Fist rotates around. And that's pretty much it. Like a lot of his presence is going to be due to the fact that he just looks good. He's very heavy, very sturdy. He keeps his balance very well. Let's put his hood back on. Push it down a little bit. Put his cape back on. Because his cape is wired. I don't know if I mentioned that. It should be fairly obvious to see that it is, but just in case. You can see here, it's wired. So. Oh, I forgot to put his plates back on for his back. But anyway, this is a really cool figure. Has a lot of potential to it. I don't know if it's really worth the price point of it. But it's not as egregious as the Fantastic Four set, which even though it was so expensive, the fact that it was 4.5 figures, if you count Herbie, it does make sense. I just couldn't justify it, which is why I got rid of them. Never even opened it. So, and due to how stupid eBay is, that guy that bought it from me got it for a great deal. So, congrats to him. So let's put him there. Let me grab a couple of things to size him up with. Be right back. All right, I'm back. So I grabbed a couple of figures here. I'll swap a couple out. But this is him next to the Mafex Miles Morales, which is adult Miles, but it kind of works. Like if you want to do some Secret Wars or just, you know, Spider-Man antics. So this is him next to him, shorter, which is good. Oh God. Here is the Marvel Legends Andrew Garfield Amazing Spider-Man. So you can see he's a little bit shorter as well. Kind of works. He could be a cinematic since Doom's design doesn't change very much, especially if you swap out to that other mask. So, you know, he works pretty well. Here we have the Across the Spider-Verse right. We have the Across the Spider-Verse. I really, honestly don't even know how that happened, that he flipped like that. That's crazy. So you're going to go over here now, Andrew. Shame on you. Miles, get in here with other Miles. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, the Across the Spider-Verse Miles Morales. So basically anything can cross over with them just because every art style, every universe is a little bit different. So if that's what something you want to do, that's perfectly fine. So let's get these two out of the way, put them over here with Andrew. This is a G.I. Joe classified Snake Eyes. This is like the desert one or something. So this is probably like my favorite way that he looks, with just the color separations and everything, and the actual painting. So, but you can see how he stacks up to Doom here as well, shorter. So if they wanted to fight, they could. I don't know what Snake Eyes would do against him, but I'm sure he'd make out okay. So just for fun, here is the Mafex The Boys live action Homelander next to Doctor Doom. I think that would be hilarious to see them two try to fight, because Doom could probably take him without much need of anything else. And to see, our Star Spangled dickhead try and fight a foreign dictator would also be just pretty funny in itself. Let me also grab. Oh, shit. His head came off. So he's posed up from something I was doing before. So but even then, crouched down, he's still like Doom's height. So let's get Hulk standing up correctly. And this is a good figure too that I don't really use very often, which I should have. This is the SH Figuarts Avengers Assemble Hulk. So I chose him just because he looks better. He looks bulkier and less chiseled than the Ragnarok version. And he comes with the purple pants, which is awesome. So let's put him next to Doom as well. So he's huge compared to him, which he should be. So that's cool. And then let's move you over slightly because I want to still keep you in the video for now. And then last but not least is the one that I had Hulk fighting, is which I probably shouldn't have left him creased up like that, but that's fine. The Mezco 112 Collective Wolverine redo, like the Redux or whatever you want to call it. He is also a great figure. I love the compatibility of him, where you can change out his look. You can have him be the first appearance, which is why I had him like this to fight Hulk. I know I keep going on tangents, but like that's kind of why I'm happy to be back doing reviews and everything and having the time, because I can go in and appreciate these figures that I haven't had a chance to mess with. So you can see how short he is just compared to these other guys, which Wolverine is supposed to be short, not huge jacked man. He's even smaller than Homelander, who is a Mafex figure, which they're normally smaller as imports. So, and then I just wanted to push his shoulders down. I'm just going to swap out his head just to make it look a little bit more in line with the Wolverine that normally would go up against Doctor Doom. One second. There we go. That's better. Got the big old Jim Lee Capcom style head now. But anyway, so this is great size, great figure. I'm happy about it. Let me put some of these guys back up in here. And I think you guys should get it. I know I'm late, so it might already be out everywhere. People might already have it and customized it and all this other stuff by the time I review it. But I'm just enjoying it. I'm enjoying getting back into the swing of things, creating content. I think I am gonna do a review of Wolverine just because with X-Men 97 having just ended as of when I'm recording this, and I'm watching through the original series, picking up where I left off last time I started watching it, and it's really good. I'm hyped for it. I'm not gonna watch 97 until I finish it. So, given how busy I usually am, maybe season 2 will be out by then, so I can watch it all at once. But I know I didn't actually grab any of my Fantastic Four figures, and that's mainly because I don't have any. I have a couple here and there, like Legends and stuff, but I don't think that really matters. I'm not a huge Fantastic Four fan, but I am a big fan of Doctor Doom. So yeah, that's all I got for this, and I'll post some pictures at the end. Like I said, Wolverine review probably coming next, just because I was looking through all his accessories and I got all hype again. So I'll be doing that next. See you later.